Welcome back. Welcome back to another Beeline to Passports. My name is Joe Batista. I'm your host. And tonight we have a different show. This show is going to be more like a monologue because I'm going to be talking about myself. Today is my birthday. And today we're going to have a different show. We're going to talk about my story, and also we're going to be talking different ways in the industry that you can work in this industry, and what you need to do in everyday business. Okay, let's start with who I am. I'm Joe Batista. I'm original from San Juan, Puerto Rico. We started very early in the industry. Basically, at the age of 5, we were playing music. We were uh, being percussionist and also a dancer. We started at that age. Then we moved to the west side of the island of Puerto Rico. Specifically, we moved to Cabo Rojo. We're in Cabo Rojo. We start in basically it was a couple months in Cabo Rojo. Then we moved to Hormigueros, Puerto Rico. In Hormigueros, I went to middle school there, and being in middle school, I've been working in this industry, playing music, part of a small band. Then I met musicians and continue my role or my way in this industry. When I graduated high school, before graduating high school, I was in a band that we basically created for a talent show. And that band, we were playing in the talent show, but we were rehearsing in my house. And that group, we decide to continue after that adventure for the talent show. We decide to continue, and we start playing and do rehearsals, start getting more music, have songs, original songs, and covers. And then we move to the basically to the world with the name of the band was Jared. Jared, we play in different areas, and you remember playing in Ponce, in El Yeso, in Ponce. And playing in Yeso, we see the people love it, love the music, we love the concept. And then also we played in La Parguera, in Lajas. Um, Playing music, being part of the band. We continue until we start doing other things in the industry. I decide, start very young age, also helping my father in his radio show. Uh, Later on, being graduated from high school, going to college, I got the opportunity to start working in a radio station in Mayagüez, Puerto Rico, where that opportunity basically opened my mind, all the areas that we can do in this industry. Uh, Playing in the band, also doing the radio. I have my own radio show by that time. Every Sundays in a radio station, WAEL in Mayagüez, and then we moved to WPRA. And when we moved to WPRA in Mayagüez as well, I have the opportunity to be part of the family as an air talent for the WPRA and WKJB. And that was the opportunity also to work in a third radio station, WSOL, in San Germán, Puerto Rico. Basically, I was working in two radio stations at the same time, jumping from one to another, and I met great people there. We started doing some sketches um, with a good friend of mine, Mr. Ever. Uh, we keep in contact. We always tease each other because we were working together in the same radio station. Then we started doing some skits in the small communities in the west side of the island. And then we continue, with our great story there. And then, being in college, I have the opportunity to meet Mr. Edwin. Edwin, he have a dream to have a band, and uh, the band we started in high school. We split, and then we put it back together, and we add new members, and we start playing in different places. And that's when we went to Lajas, and we went to La Parguera, and we play in also in Ponce, until the point then, there was hard because there was a lot of merengue bands by that time. We're talking about 1990s. There were a lot of bands. Los Sabrosos del Merengue. There was studying Grupo Manía. There were Grupo Cariz, Olga Tañón, Chantel. On the bands, well-known bands, and their bands, they were also signed by different record labels, uh, and they start, bands coming to the island, like Los Hermanos Rosario. They have Fernandito Villalona, all these, Juan Luis Guerra, Victor Roque y La Gran Manzana, all these bands, they started coming to the island, and there was the most popular music by that time in the 1990s, the word merengue. Right now, it's urban music. Uh, Everybody knows reggaeton, yeah? But they have the urban music. There was the music. Then, by that time, there was merengue in Puerto Rico, and everybody wants to sing merengue, and everybody wants to be part in a band that plays merengue in the island more than salsa. There was, Gilberto Santa Rosa, Tito Nieves, Tito Rojas, all these bands, they were playing in Puerto Rico, Victor Manuel, etc. But they were basically head to head. They were always fighting what was more popular, or merengue or salsa. But there were a lot of merengue bands in the island, and everybody wants to become part of a merengue band. After we graduate college, we decide to put the music on a side and continue in the role in the radio station, working for these radio stations that I mentioned. And then I went to work on my fifth radio station, and that was WAVB, Super B. The owners, Wilkins and Bruniveles. The Wilkins, the famous singer, right now living in Argentina. They were the owners of the radio station, and they gave me the opportunity. I was working there until the point, then I have the opportunity to move to the United States. And when we come back from this commercial break, I will continue with the story. And all this story is because they have something, then you will need to know or learn. Then you never be stuck in one side. Always you need to look, always you need to fight, always you need to get. If you want to go and move forward in life, you always need to look for the opportunities. But let's take this first commercial break, and we'll be right back with more of Beeline to Passports here on GKI Radio. We are back. We are back from this commercial break. Great music. My name is Joe Batista. I'm your host. And tonight we have a different show. I've been here doing a kind of monologue, telling you my story. And also that will help many of our audience to understand why Beeline to Passports and why we become one of the producers here in our radio station, GKI Radio. Okay, we were talking in the previous session, we were talking about everything that happened during my work in the island, working in different radio stations, also working in the industry. uh, then again, we met great people in this industry and participate. I remember in the 1990s there were a lot of events for the radio stations. During May is the radio month, or then we're celebrating all the radio announcers, uh, producers for shows. In most of the time there were events that were put together by the different record labels, just to commemorate and celebrate the month of the radio in the island. Doing that, well, that will help us to meet people and be in the industry. But again, we were in the point, then we were working in the radio station Super B, and there was the opportunity to come to the United States. We came to the US to start working for Walt Disney World. I worked at Walt Disney World for several years, and I did, several kind of jobs there, and I have also the opportunity to work and transfer, in other words, with Radio Disney, and I decided not to take that opportunity. Why? Because they were in Seattle, Washington. When I saw the opportunity, a great opportunity, working with Radio Disney in a different level, starting in the sales department. But I was, from San Juan, going to the west side of the island and coming to Florida and going to the opposite side of the country, basically, from great weather, and they have this nice 70s and 80s to go to the 50s and below, because Seattle, Washington, get very cold. And decide, no, I will not take that opportunity. I remember when I got the opportunity to do the interview, that gave me the opportunity, and they told me, well, you have X amount of weeks to move to Seattle. And I called a couple days later and say, well, I will not take that opportunity because I will not, I don't want to go to Seattle, Washington. I decided to continue in Orlando and start working in different industries, but always who is a musician or who is in this industry will call you back. I met this person. I was, walking to this office, and the person she was putting together a band. We chat, and well, I got convinced, and I call my mother. In my mom, they basically put in a moving company boxes the instruments and send me my instruments back to back to me. Send it to the US and start playing with this band. We did several rehearsals and all that. We never play, but we did a lot of rehearsals. But I met great people in this industry. It gave me the opportunity to start, rehearsing for a band. Name was the Orlando Latin Band. We played in different, we're looking to play in different events, but I remember playing the last gig with that in band was for Telemundo Orlando, and we played. There was the New Year's Eve at the Hyatt at the airport in Orlando, and we played. And that was the last gig with the band. And then I started playing Christian music. Started playing at church, and from the church, they were putting together a band, the band called Dexios, and we start playing with Dexios, and we played several years with Dexios, playing in different churches, different events, and also we participate in this battle of the band, and we were the only Christian band uh, playing there, and we got the opportunity to be one of the semifinalists. And that was awesome because the plays, we play in different locations, but most we were playing Christian music in bars, and we always said the word we need to give it to the world. Yes, and there was a great opportunity to give the world the word. And we played there, and until the point, then I decided to leave the band and I continue working and continue working and doing some other things and participating and working in different industries. And then again, there was a call back. And when we come back from this commercial break, I will tell you guys what was that call, then basically make me to be right now here on this radio station providing this show, Beeline to Passports. We're going to a short commercial break, but remember to drop a comment or question if you would like to hear them answer on this show. The number is 407-476-9059. Remember to say my name, followed by your name and your question or comment. And you could also hear it here in Beeline to Passports on GKI Radio. We are back. We are back from commercial break. Great music. And this is Beeline to Passports on GKI Radio. My name is Joe Batista. And tonight, again, we have a different show. Today, I always said we were looking to do something different. Unfortunately, they have some situation that our guests didn't make it. But what we did it was kind of tell you the story of Mr. Joe Batista, myself, here in our show, that the people understand a little bit how Beeline to Passports born, and we've been now in our third season here on GKI Radio. Okay, we were saying we were talking in the previous segment regarding when they have the opportunity to play with Christian with a Christian band called Dexios. Hi to Vanessa and Gavi. Uh, Gavi is the husband of a great friend. Sorry, great friend. Then she was in our first season here, Miss Alex Davila. She is the CEO of Adarga Entertainment, one of the companies. They basically handle careers like the career of Ricardo Montaner and other uh, great bands in the Christian music and non-Christian music. All right. Well, we continue here telling you the story, and we move from that opportunity to be in the Christian music and playing in the Christian music uh, to the opportunity to work in different industries, learning everything, and then I decide to move and get my master's in business administration and looking to have opportunities in looking to have a business. And I decide to continue, and then I met great people. And one of these person, one day, a couple years ago, this person called me, and we were talking about the opportunity to be in the industry back. I said in the previous segment, when you are in this industry call you back, and many times. Well, I got the opportunity to be back in this industry, and when I was back in this industry, the opportunity was to be the image director of a teen, uh, basically Miss Teen Universe, Puerto Rico. I was the image director of this great friend, and that opportunity opened other doors, and also that gave me the idea to start looking for more talents and continue working in this industry, helping other talents to achieve their dreams. And that is when we start a partnership, and that was the creation of Silera Media Group. When Silera Media Group born, we started looking for different talents, and we've been working with different talents. And you hear in this same station on Tuesday, Miss Angie Ruiz. She's part of the Silera Media Group and Silera Talents. Also on Fridays, you listen Hazing with D. Demetrius Hayes. He's another talent of our company, Silera Media Group. Beside that one, you hear music in this station and also on the clubs for Mr. MK1, MK1. MK1, he's one of the singers. Then we have a sign off with our company, and we have other models and actors and actresses. Mr. Jose Chuma, he is part of our company. We have also Miss Kate Ortiz, part of this company, and we have Miss Dori Muzari. She is part also of our company, and we've been helping them to grow in their business. Former talents from Silera, Mr. Eddie Rizarri. He started with us. Now he is signed by a bigger agency, and he is doing great. We have other talents that being part of our company and in this industry, and this is the part then I want to share with you guys. uh, Opportunities comes, and if you have somebody that will care about you, these people, they will help you to achieve them. They will help you to open the doors for you, and if they see, then you're gonna make it bigger and something that you can handle, they will push you to you continue, and they will not hold you back, and that is very important. You need to prepare yourself. You need to start learning about the industry. You need to continue getting some acting, if you're going to the acting industry, uh, or film industry. You need to get training. You need to learn. And it's not only being an actor, you need to do more than that. You need to work with your body, you need to work with your mind, you need to work also with different skills that you will need to have to continue in this industry. Uh, I was listening today somebody then have the opportunity to work in this movie, and what they did, they asked the person to take some martial art or MMA, mixed martial arts classes, because the person need to portray a MMA athlete. You need to work, you need to do your part. It's not only to work doing, the acting part. Also, you need to do other areas. Now we have Viola Davis then with this new movie. If you go and do the research of Miss Viola Davis for this new movie that Viola Davis is doing, she and the whole crew and basically all the characters, they prepare themselves, taking some classes, uh, how to handle weapons, and because it's a very very active movie, they have a lot of stunts, and then they need coordinations and all these great things. That person prepared themselves, and we're talking about big names. All these big names, they're prepare themselves day to day. If you want to achieve, if you want to become some of a big name in this industry, you need to prepare yourself. uh, Singing lessons, you will need to do it. If you want to continue, you need to do also dancing lessons. In this industry, you need to prepare yourself and invest in yourself, just to project, and the people can see what you can do and what you can bring to the table. It's super important to do that, because unfortunately you have a lot of competitors, and this is a competition, and being a competition, you're going to have a lot of people preparing themselves, just because in this industry you need to be hungry for that opportunity. Let's take another commercial break and thank you for being with us in this third season of Beeline to Passports. Today, we're talking about who I am, or how we become part of this radio station, and all the opportunities that we've been working and people that we've been working together. Then you learn and also start thinking how I can apply this, then Mr. Joe Batista said, to my life, then I can move forward in my dreams. But let's take this short commercial break and we'll be right back with more of Beeline to Passports here on GKI Radio. Welcome back. Welcome back to another Beeline to Passports. And thank you for being with us here in our show tonight. Tonight, I am your host, but also I'm the guest here because you're learning more about who I am and how Joe Batista is being in this industry for many, many, many years. Uh, Something that we said in the previous session, we were talking about great actors and actresses and how they prepare themselves for being in this industry. And then this industry is not easy. You have a lot of competition, and it's not. It's this is like a regular job. We talk about this in every single show. We have directors like Miss Alessandra Balda. She was here in our third show of this season. We talk about the opportunities. She is from Venezuela. She came to the United States. Um, Getting the opportunities here, she prepared herself to continue in growing in this business. We talk about last week. We talk about with Mr. Bobby Washington. Mr. Bobby Washington, also from Miami, Florida. He was a musician, or he is a musician because he continued doing some music. Um, and but he saw opportunities and how this opportunity he can use it. Also, we talk about opportunities in great um, stories like with Mr. Jonathan Montes, Diane Grant, Miss Tammy Hanson. They were visitors, Miss Nikki Galter in culture. Sorry, is new in this industry, but she understands to be in this industry, you need to make sacrifices. You need to learn. You need to uh, know, learn, perform. You know, call, be on the top all the time to get the opportunities to be in films. Same thing with music. Musicians, you can be a musician, but similar to the acting, you need to be different than somebody else. You need to prepare yourself. But in music, if we go and do the same thing over and over and over, people get tired and automatically you will disappear. People will not listen your music. Your career going to be over. You need to be unique. And in acting, in anything, you need to be unique. You have a talent. You need to cultivate that talent. You need to grow that talent. You need to help other people. They understand that your talent is unique, and when you are looking to become the person, the right person for the project, is because you're gonna bring something unique. Then make will be different than everybody else, and that is something then you out there need to learn. Uh, Today, everybody want to be a reggaeton artist or urban music artist. You can, but you need to be different. You can continue doing the same beats. You can continue singing the same style. You need to be different. Then the people will open the doors for you and you will continue growing your business. Yesterday, I was listening a show and they were talking about Mr. Bad Bunny. Mr. Bad Bunny, they have a university in California. They're looking to teach a class regarding Mr. Bad Bunny. No, gonna be his life, basically how this gentleman is unique. Why this guy is the number one performer around the world. Basically, because he is unique. He is very young in this industry. If you go in and look how many years he's been in this industry, is less than 10 years. But he is a hit. He is unique. Participate in the WWE, participate in different, with the different singers. His music is a little bit different, and that's how he is the number one performer as a male performer in the world. We have reggaeton. We'll continue with the reggaeton. We have Miss Carol G. Carol G from Colombia. She is unique as well. Her style is unique. And right now, and the way then the management handles her career is completely unique. And that's how you need to see yourself to be a great performer in this industry. We go back to acting. We see Viola Davis. She is unique. She's been in different movies and very great movies. She's a great actress. We're talking about performers. Let's talk about J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez. She is unique. The way then Miss Lopez do her shows, and also when she integrate part of her singing and dancing to the movies, then she does that. Like the most recent one, "Marry Me," that is unique. They try to do cover two areas: the followers from the movies and the followers from the music. They merge, and is a point that they will uh, combine and they will grow on both areas. Selena Gomez, uh, great actress, great singer, but unique. That's why these all these people are unique. And I can continue telling you many, many, many other people in this industry. They're unique. And we go to modeling. You want to become a model. We have models in models and actress in our company, but you need to be unique and very important. Be responsible, because if they have opportunities, then they bring it to you, and you unfortunately miss that opportunities. You don't show, or you do something wrong, then affect your image or the image of the company they basically sign you, or the company they contract you. automatically your career is over. And that is part of the lesson today. Again, people, thank you for this opportunity. If you want to follow me, my social media is Jose Joe Batista in Instagram. I have my also page, Jose Joe Batista 1, also for the acting. And we have the Silera Media Group, Silera Talents, Silera Productions. We have also the INDB, Jose Joe Batista. I have also several movies that I've been involved in between acting and also working as part of the cast. Right now, we receive a script and we're going to be working in a project very soon, and we have also some others surprise around there that we're gonna bring and continue bringing the genius at work. But thank you for being with us in this show for 3 seasons. Every single guest that we bring here, they bring their stories because we know then out there people, they're listening and they will love to learn more about the opportunities. And this is how Beeline to Passports born. We saw the opportunity to be in this station, and thank you to Mr. Eric Smith and his wife Paula. Then give us the opportunity to be part of this family. Then we bring in this information, we bring in this opportunity that people out there listen how they can do in this business and basically have their dream comes true. But always you need to work hard because it's a hard industry. All right. Thank you for being with us with another Beeline to Passports. And remember, be a leader, rock the world, inspires others with your emotions in control. Good night.